Finding and attracting suitable candidates for filling open positions has become a challenging task for most HR professionals, but keeping and developing new talent is even tougher. If you've recently onboarded a new salesperson and noticed they're slow to ramp up, lacking confidence, or struggling to connect the dots between your company's products and the customer's needs, you are not alone. Across many industries, there is a widespread problem. Onboarding is often treated as a checklist rather than a launchpad. Many new hires are walked through benefits paperwork, given a product catalog, introduced to the team, and then thrown into the field with little more than a CRM login and a pat on the back. The result? Disengagement, underperformance, and costly turnover. According to Gallup, only 12% of employees strongly agree the organization does a great job of onboarding. That means 88% of new hires are likely starting their journey on shaky ground. And in high stakes, consultative sales roles, especially in complex industries like capital equipment manufacturing, that lack of early training is a deal breaker for long term success. So, let's take a closer look at why training must be at the core of the onboarding process and what you, as a sales or HR leader, can do to transform onboarding into a competitive advantage. Whether they come from a competitor or an entirely different industry, new sales hires face a steep learning curve. It's not just about learning your product line, it's about understanding how your customers think, how purchasing decisions are made, and how your value proposition solves real business problems. Here are some common onboarding pitfalls I've seen during my career that can derail a promising new hire. Information overload. A week of back-to-back meetings and product briefings with no structure for retention. Lack of context. New hires are told what their product is, but not how to sell it, when to position it, or what makes it unique. Inconsistent coaching. Managers are busy and shadowing opportunities depend on availability, not on a learning plan. No clear benchmarks. Without a roadmap for the first 30, 60, or 90 days, new hires don't know what success looks like or how to even achieve it. Isolation. Especially in remote or hybrid setups, new hires can feel cut off from the culture, values, and momentum of the organization. And all of this leads to one thing: lack of confidence. And in sales, lack of confidence kills revenue. Effective onboarding isn't about dumping information. It's about building confidence, competence, and connection. Training should be consistent, scalable, and paced to match how people actually learn. Here's what that looks like. Role-specific training. Go beyond history and HR policies. Teach new sales hires how your customers buy, who the key decision makers are, and what pain points your product solves. Product in practice. Combine product knowledge with real-world application. Include competitive positioning, case studies, and objection handling, not just features and benefits. Sales process alignment. New hires should understand your sales methodology, CRM practices, lead qualification standards, and what's expected at each stage of the pipeline. Mentorship and shadowing. Structure opportunities to observe seasoned reps in action. Follow these with debriefs and practice sessions, not just passive observation. And lastly, ongoing learning. Onboarding doesn't have to stop after 2 weeks. Develop a 90-day plan that includes learning milestones, coaching check-ins, and performance reviews. If you are in HR, sales leadership, or recruiting, here are 5 actionable ways I recommend to improve onboarding from a training perspective. 1. Start before the first day. Send a welcome kit that includes an onboarding agenda, login info, and a short video about your company's mission and values, because early engagement reduces first day anxiety. 2. Create a first 30 days learning path. Map out essential knowledge, systems, and relationships they need to develop in the first month. Include self-paced modules, peer calls, and practical assignments. 3. Assign a sales coach. Match new hires with experienced reps who can serve as sounding boards. This peer relationship builds informal learning and team cohesion. 4. Simulate real sales conversations. Before the new hires hit the phone or the field, put them in front of real scenarios. Role plays, recorded practice pitches, and feedback loops accelerate readiness. And five, measure and iterate. Use pulse surveys, skill assessments, and manager feedback to improve your onboarding experience continuously. Ask what worked, what was missing, and where they feel least confident. Companies that invest in structured, role specific onboarding see faster time to productivity, stronger employee engagement, and higher retention. More importantly, they build a culture of growth where every new hire feels like they matter and that they were set up for success from day one. In capital equipment manufacturing, where technical knowledge and consultative skills are essential, onboarding is the bridge between potential and performance. And that bridge must be built with training, not just orientation. With all this said, if you had to hire a salesperson tomorrow, what kind of onboarding would you want them to experience? One that leaves them guessing or one that sets them up for success? If you are a business owner, sales, or HR leader interested in designing the latter, let's connect. Backed by over 20 years of experience in sales leadership and corporate training, I help small to mid-sized businesses scale revenue by building high-impact onboarding systems that turn new hires into top sellers faster. I'll see you in the next one.